Good morning, everyone. I am so excited to be on today to show you guys this fabulous fall card. So this one, oh, did I forget to grab the stamp set? Oh, actually, it's right here. This one uses the super fabulous Forever Fern. I'm sure a lot of you guys have this set because it is amazing. If you don't, definitely put it on your wish list. Tell all your friends and family that you must have it for Christmas. So, and if you do have it, I'm sure you're like, ooh, another sample using that amazing stamp set that we all love. So, I actually use this for this fall card, creating that amazing fall spray to be able to showcase, you know, all the colors of fall and then of course have that little greeting in the middle. This card could really be for any fall occasion. You could have a fall wedding, you could have a thank you, you could have a birthday. I just did it as a hello with the happy mail. Just a simple, you know, simple card to be able to use anytime during the fall. But again, even with the even with the hello greeting, you could simply do this card and on the inside still say happy birthday. There's nothing wrong with that. So yeah, let me know, do you guys only use happy birthday cards for birthdays, or have you ever used like a different greeting, like hello, but it's a birthday card, or thinking of you, but it's a birthday card, or like something like that? Have you ever like mixed and matched, or are you like very strict on birthday, happy birthday is a birthday card, and that's the only way it goes? So yeah, let me know what you guys think about that, and we'll get started on this card. So I actually went with a perfectly square card. So knowing that 4 1/4 is what fits into an envelope, then I went 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. So like this is 8 1/2. So in half is 4 1/4, and then I just cut it at 4 1/4 rather than the full 5 1/2 that we normally do. And because I have Whisper White as my card base, I went ahead and I used the thick white. It just holds up a little stronger, and I'm actually going to stamp a little on the inside, just, you know, for a little extra fun. Hi, Liz. Good morning. At least he's singing. Well, that sounds fabulous. Okay, and then my traditional, like, fall colors, I feel like are always these. Like, I mean, I can, like, move a little around with the garden green, and I can add in a little pumpkin pie, but like I find that like Cajun craze and crushed curry and like cherry cobbler I still use for Christmas too, but like I feel like these are like the quintessential fall colors. And to be honest, I don't know that I really use Cajun craze any other time of the year except for during the fall season. So are there any ink pads that you guys use only during like a certain time of year? I feel like there's some colors I use like all the time, and then there's some colors I only use a certain time of the year. And like, it's not that I have anything wrong with those colors. It's just, I don't know, like that's what I'm like drawn to. So I'm actually going to start with my garden green, and let me show you the images again. So this is what I used for the garden green, that larger one. And then there's 2 images that are those smaller fill-in ones. One goes one way, one goes the other. I don't really care which way it goes. It does kind of mix it up a little bit, but I just like the fact that there's 2, so I have to clean my stamp less. So I'm going to start with the garden green. And I'm going to stamp this 4 times to every corner. So each corner is going to get one of these stems, foliage pieces. So there I have my base. After that, it's really just filling in. So there's no right or wrong way to do this. I will say that it's best to sort of use the paper as much as possible. Like, you don't want all your stems to be really tight here, or otherwise your spray will be really tight and kind of start to look maybe a little messier because of all the colors. It's always easier to fill in more than it is to, like, not be able to fill in, if that makes sense at all. So yeah, I kind of like go wide and use the most that I can with this paper. So now it doesn't matter which color you decide to use first. I usually kind of go like dark to light, like so I'll do the yellow last. So now I'm actually going to ink it up once, and then I'm going to like stamp here and here. So you can see I stamped once in full strength and then once as that stamped off look. And now I'm going to do, again, I'm going to stamp a little off to the side on this one and dead center with this one. There's no right way or wrong way to do this. I'm literally just filling in my fall spray. So there you can see it has that variation in color. And again, it kind of looks weird right now because you can see these two are the light and those are the dark, and these two are the light and those two are the dark and stuff like that. But that's okay, because as we fill in now, like with my cherry cobbler, I'm going to do dark where I did the light before and light where I did the dark before. So it's going to give that like variation in color and everything. So here we go with the dark, and then this one gets a light, and the dark, and that one gets a light. Dark, light, dark, light. And like I kind of went like up higher, down lower, you know, however you wish to go. I will say that if you would like, you can always punch out your piece for your greeting, whatever that might be. You could do just a straight across strip. You could do any sort of punched or die cut image. I actually used the double oval punch. I am really loving this punch lately. I think because it's double. Like, I can get two images with one single punch. Like, it's one thing, two images. Love it. So yeah, you can always put that there to kind of see where you need to fill in, or place it there and then scoot down and then stamp, and then put it back and then scoot up and then stamp. So that's always another option. And okay, I'm also going to stamp a little on the inside before I clean this off. So I just did like a simple little stamp twice look. I might come back in with like the yellow, and also this can be either sideways or up and down. And I'll show you, like, so this one opens to the left, and this one I have opening up. It doesn't matter. It goes either way. Okay, so now we need to clean these so that we can use our crushed curry. And again, we're going to do that same look, but this time it really doesn't matter where you stamp it because we already have a light and a dark, so this one can be whichever one. So I'm just going to go here and there and here and there. And now we have that fabulous look. There and there. I'm really just going to rotate it around. That way I don't have to like second guess myself. I can just rotate it around and keep going. So look at that fabulous little foliage look. And then now we can put all of our layers together. So I layered this onto a piece of crushed curry just to kind of make it pop a little bit. So this goes on our card base. And this is actually just 1/8 of an inch in. So we have 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. So the crushed curry is 4 1/8 by 4 1/8. Or how I like to say it, 4 and the 2 little notches, 2 notches in. It's like 2 notches in, 6 notches in, whatever. That's kind of how I like to see it. You know, technical measurements. We got to make sure I get my greetings in the right direction so that it's not sideways on the inside. And the Whisper White here is 4 by 4. So 4 1/4 is the base, and 4 by 4 is this white, and then that Cajun Craze in between is the in-between one, 4 1/8 by 4 1/8. Okay, let me make sure that one's to the top, that one's to the side. And then I've already done the crushed curry, Cajun Craze for our scallop. And I'm going to put this on with dimensionals. Because what's a card without dimensionals in my craft room? Are you guys still working on fall cards, or have you like completely moved into Christmas winter mode? I feel like some people are like getting ready to decorate for Christmas. I'm not against it. You can do whatever you want, of course. The one thing I will say is decorating this early would only make Claire ask when it is more often than she already does. So we're going to stick with one holiday at a time right now. I actually have on my to-do list for today, we have like little like Halloween sign things that are out in the yard, and I need to pick those up. So yeah, that's on my list today. So I guess technically we're not even done with the last holiday. Okay, and then let's see. Trying to find a scrap piece of white that'll slide into that punch without wasting a whole bunch of paper. Yep. So I'm just going to slide this little strip in, and I'll punch 2, thinking I'm going to be able to nail it on two stamped images. Let's hope I can get this. I did it in Cajun Craze. Whoop, it's upside down. Although it's okay because my oval isn't specific to right side up or upside down. But yeah, so there's that. I also, like right now, I can't imagine decorating for Christmas because I just don't think it's coming. Like, I feel like it's still so far away. Like I can't believe it is already November. Like seeing that it's the 11th month, like, 11/2, I'm like, no. Oh, most certainly it is. So I feel like just by the time I get it together and realizing it's the holidays, then that'll be time to decorate. Okay, so there are our 2 fall cards. This card is definitely awesome to be able to make multiples because of the different stamping and things like that. So you can do, the green, and then the cherry cobbler, and then the Cajun Craze, and then the crushed curry. So rather than making one card, go ahead and do a few. At least do 2, because one piece of cardstock cut in half makes 2 card bases. So at least do 2. Sometimes I even say at least do 4, because usually that inside layer you can get 4 pieces out of one cardstock. So do 4 bases, and then the 1 piece for the layering, and then off you go. So and it's always good to have extra cards in your stash. So even if you only need 1 card right now, then you'll have 2, a second one, or 3 others to be able to use for the next time. So, oh, wait. One more thing. I know it probably doesn't even show up that much, but it's a little extra bling. I actually use these opal rounds, which are like a glob of jelly with glitter flakes in it. Like it's like a glob of like clear, opaque, and it's hard, but then it's got like mica flakes in it. But they're super fabulous, and I am just going to add, oh, I guess my take your pick tool is not over here. I'm just going to add these around. So they might look like little drops of rain. They might cover up a boo-boo that you have, or they might just look fabulous on their own. So like it just adds a little texture, a little bit of shine, a little bit of, oh, look at that. And that's what I'm all about. A little bit of, ooh, look at that. After all, isn't that what you want your card recipient to say? Ooh, look at that. Just a little extra foo-foo. I love it. Okay, now we're officially done. And also, these fit into a regular size envelope. So no worries about extra postage or weird envelopes. You can see that it fits into the envelope with a little extra over here. There's nothing wrong with that. So put it in your regular medium size envelope and off you go. So yeah, a little bit of fall fun this morning. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day. Oh wait, I actually want to share with you a little something that just started today. I actually forgot to bring it over here, so let me close up my ink pads, though, so we don't make a mess. But Stampin' Up! Pre-released a new suite, and it is oh so fabulous. Okay, let's see. We have the Eden's Garden suite, and there's dies, and there's paper, and it's super fabulous. Wait, there's cotton paper, and there's specialty paper. So this is a pre-release. That's extra special stuff that I can't show you guys just yet. Stay tuned. Or if you want to be a demonstrator, you can always get in on those sneak peeks now. But yeah, let's open this up. Stampin' Up! Is pre-releasing this. It's coming out in the January to June mini catalog. So there's this fabulous Eden's Garden stamp set with those foliage images. Hello there. My heart is tied to yours. Tug if you need anything. Dear friend, how are you? Sending hugs. Let's celebrate everything. I love the sending hugs. And then there's the coordinating dies. Look how fabulous those are. Super, super fun. One of the fun tips that I have for you also is when you go to die cut all three of these all together. Like layer them just like this onto your cardstock, because if you're going to crank it through, you might as well get all three of them and use them for various projects. So that's just a fun little tip to be able to show you guys how to get the most bang for your buck on each crank through the die cutting. And then there's this Eden's Den cotton paper. And it's in soft succulent and evening evergreen, which you guys know how much I'm loving those two colors together. So this is like, how would I describe this? Thicker than tissue paper, but like kind of like tissue paper. Like you can see it's like kind of fun. You could easily use this in like little gift boxes or things like that. But also super fun to be able to use as a light layer on one of your cards. And like I said, that comes in the succulent and the evergreen. And then there's the specialty designer paper. And when we say specialty, that means that there's fabulous foil or something on there that makes it specialty. So you can see it does have this beautiful look. And then very basic backside in case you didn't like that, or in case, like, this isn't really, I wouldn't really say that this is holiday specific, but a lot of times I like that Stampin' Up! Does holiday stuff on one side and then basic on the other side, so you can use it all year long. This looks like little woolly worms whenever I look at it on screen there. And then again, just kind of like a basic paint splatter look. I'm just loving, like, the basic look of it. Like, you could add a pop of color with some flowers, but you could also leave it, like, just very plain, and I don't really want to say plain because it's got that foil to it. So very elegant, but, like, monochromatic, I think. I love that. Beautiful. And then this one has very subtle dots. Oh, look at that. I love that ombre. But, like, there's very subtle, like, gold flecks. Like, I don't know if it's picking it up or if I'm wiggling it too much. But that ombre is stunning. I'm seeing masculine cards for sure out of that. And then now we're going into more of that evening evergreen with these two. Those darker shades. Great. I feel like they're great for winter, like that winter evergreen, that like sort of like, it's not bright colors because a lot of stuff is dead, but yet still, like, you know, some greenery, some life to a card. This one's probably my favorite. I love that. And the back sides, these sides, like, it's going to be so hard because I have a hard time covering up foil just because it's so beautiful. So I think I see a lot of cards that use both sides of the designer paper in my future because I'm loving both sides of these. Super, super fabulous. There's also some gems that go with this suite. They weren't available at the time that I pre-ordered, so I don't actually have those. But yeah, this is the Eden's Garden suite that is out now. The stamp set and the dies you can actually get in the January to June mini catalog, so that's super exciting. But the cotton paper, the gems, and the specialty paper, that is actually only available during this pre-release. So it's only available this year. So definitely just get it all. Like, enjoy all of it. Have fun with it. Get started on some of those winter cards and everything. Keep things fresh and fun throughout the winter season. I know I hate winter. I feel like it's so depressing and gross and ugly and dark. And so yeah, my stamping is sort of my bringing life and happiness to all of winter, all season long. I am excited that in February the Winter Olympics are happening, so that's kind of keeping me going. But these dreary days are about to kill me. And it's not even technically winter yet. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed a little bit of fall, a little bit of a pre-show with the Eden's Garden and winter, potential winter look and everything. So I hope you guys will have a wonderful day. Love, hugs, and prayers to all of you guys. You are amazing, and you mean so much to me. So I'm off to work on some Christmas card classes. So stay tuned. Bye. Have a great day.